like to thank SciComm for offering me this platform to bring forward children's views about homeschooling during lockdown. How we all felt during this lockdown was hard enough, but children had to go through the new normal of homeschooling while battling with wireless connection, sharing the screen between many, loss of internet connection and much more. If you've been homeschooling or being homeschooled during lockdown, share your opinions and views down in the comments below. Hi guys, welcome to Science Updates with Tia. Today I'm back with my 4th episode on the topic homeschooling during lockdown. As today is a beautiful day, I'm in my local park with my family exploring the science all around us. Science can be seen everywhere. Here in our local park we can see lots of fauna and flora. Like there's birds and these leaves and these flowers. Today's episode, I'm going to be talking to children around the globe and asking them how they access science experiments from home, how they've been conducting it, and how they feel of homeschooling during lockdown. First off, let's meet with 10-year-old Arian from London. Arian likes boxing, chess, and he especially loves science. He loves learning about the dinosaurs in the past too. Let's check with him and see what his views are on homeschooling.
Hello, I like tree climbing because this is fun.
Hi Arian.
Hello.
So, I have a couple of questions for you.
Yep.
Did you like homeschooling during this lockdown?
Yep.
Do you like it?
I like it.
Why?
Because there are fun activities you can do at home.
Like what?
Like drama, PE and music.
Do you like doing any science at home?
Yep, I did a volcano experiment, I did camping and I did stargazing.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Anyway, thank you for today. Bye.
Bye.
Great, that was a great opinion. Just remember there's no right or wrong, and it might differ from all the other participants. Anyway, next off is 8-year-old Natick from London, yet again. He enjoys colouring, cycling, and he loves football. Let's see what he has to say on homeschooling during lockdown. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so I have a few questions for you. Do you enjoy homeschooling?
Yes, half-half.
Half-half? Why do you like it?
Because we don't have to get up early. We don't have to get up and wear our school uniform.
That's true.
And we can eat when we want. And we can't at school. And sometimes at school it's kind of boring.
Yeah. And you don't have to come back very late as well. So what do you not like about homeschooling?
When you finish all your homework, you don't have anything else to do. You don't want to go out, you just want to play your video games. It's true.
What about your friends? Do you miss them?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of football.
Football? Did you play football with them?
Yes. That's what I have a ball here.
What about science experiments? Do you get to do some? Is it fun?
We don't really get to do some, we just do homework. Like sheets. But yeah, we did the volcano one.
And how did you enjoy that?
That was the best.
That was the best one. Well done. Thank you, Nathan. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nathan didn't like homeschooling, but let's see what the other participants have to say. They might be the same as his, or they might actually love it. Next up is 13-year-old Ame Tawari from Singapore. Let's see his views on homeschooling and accessing science from a different part of the world.
I think virtual classroom is not as good as physical classroom because of a few reasons. First reason is that you cannot see your classroom, your teachers or the students, so that can make it a little uncomfortable for you to study. Second reason can be that sometimes you may suffer through a little bit of internet connection problems that can intervene in your studies, which is also not good. Let's say a teacher is going to tell you something very important, but in the middle your internet connection goes off. That is going to be really sad because you missed out on something very important. You may also ask the teacher to repeat it, but we all know she wouldn't have repeated it as good as she would have repeated it before. That is another problem. A few good things about the online education can be, in this crisis, the government and the schools have come up with a very productive way to keep the education going. We can still keep on track with our studies, take down notes while being safe and staying at home. Yeah, that's it.
That was great. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Now we're moving on to 9-year-old Arav Tiwari from Singapore yet again. He enjoys drawing, taekwondo and sometimes annoying his older brother. Let's see his views and opinions on homeschooling.
Hello, my name is Arav and I study in Singapore. The government informed us about virtual classroom in April. I was astonished. I was keep thinking in my mind what were the advantages of it. The advantages were I could wake up late, I could be served hot food and I could rest between the classes. This was just amazing. But then I realized that there were also disadvantages. First, there was too much screen time, so I was straining my eyes. Then there were barely any science experiments and we had to do science experiments at home and we also messed up many times, so it was no fun. And then I couldn't meet my teachers nor my classmates and do some activities with them. I would like virtual classroom if the criteria keeps on going, because it's a very smart way to make a study during this criteria. Thank you.
That was Arav Tiwari. Do you agree with his views and opinions? Next is Rudraksh from Faridabad in India. He loves to paint and has even created a poster about the coronavirus outbreak. He is actively involved in issues such as conserving natural resources, the environment and ecology. He's recently joined his parents in a project about environmental conservation in Aravalli Hills in Haryana in India. Let's see his views on homeschooling during this tough time.
friends, I am Rudraksh. I study in MRIS and today my topic is that can science be studied at home? Yes, science can be studied at home as we can see sun, stars and moon, and we can measure their distance, we can measure their shadow, and we can also study plant as we can say what is flower, what is seed and what is stem. Though coronavirus has disrupted the more familiar way of learning science, then also we can learn science at home. Thank you.
Wow, he had some great ideas and opinions. I'm sure you guys can agree with that too. And now it's 10-year-old Mia from London. She loves arts and crafts as well as science. Let's see her views.
So what I think about home learning is that it's just basically when you go at home and you learn, but I would prefer if we go into school, but I still get to do loads of things like experiments and I do my work. Then it's basically really fun. Home learning, I'll say that is good for like the time we're in now, and yeah, that's what I think about home learning. In my opinion, it's really good.
Great. So let's meet our next participant, 8-year-old LD from London. LD loves anything to do with science and space, so let's go see his views about homeschooling.
Hello, my name is LD and I'm going to talk about my homeschooling experience. So it has been hard because it's harder here because to send one sheet, you don't have to, at school you can just give it to your teacher. But here you have to go on DB Primary, which takes a bit to load, then go and find the right box and then go to the upload button and send it. And even that way it takes a while to send the photo of your homework. And that's why it takes over 1 or 2 minutes just to send one sheet of homework. But on the easy side, you can, if the homework is just English or writing, you can go in the comment box and write out your answers and then you're done. I think it's easier at school because at school you can just give it to your teacher straight away and they'll give you another one or tell you that you're done. But here it takes a while just to send one picture, and that's what makes it hard.
What do you think about LD's opinion? Do you feel the same or do you feel different? Really do love science. There is a disadvantage from working at home as there's no lab to test out your experiments and all of that. But some kids actually have incorporated science into their home learning and they've made the science learning more fun.
I found flora and fauna. This is flora. Different kinds of leaves in the park. Kind of leaves. There are big broad leaves because they store a lot of water in it, and there are very little leaves because they don't store water in it. Well, they store a little bit. These yellow leaves do not have photosynthesis, and these green leaves do have photosynthesis. Photosynthesis uses the water, the sun and the soil to make the leaf green. Buds that will start growing into flowers and then starting to become the fruits. The pollination has happened and all the white petals have fallen off.
So what's left in here? What's this? What are those little dots in there?
Those pollens.
Yeah? Pollen seeds, okay?
Pollen seeds. These are the seeds. And they're starting to grow.
What seeds are these?
These seeds is a cress seed. It starts growing into stem and the roots, and it grows into the roots as well. It starts growing and growing.
What is that growing called?
It's germinating, and it starts growing into nice green petals.
Why is it green petals?
Because it's photosynthesis.
Because of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, what does photosynthesis do?
Photosynthesis does...
Keeps it?
It keeps it healthy.
So how does photosynthesis happen?
Well, you have to give it water every day unless the rain comes.
And?
It needs the sun. And it needs this soil.
And it needs the soil?
Yep.
Okay, good. And what is this called?
This is called photosynthesis.
Process is called photosynthesis. Good job.
I believe that if science teachers think of something fun, like experiments and fun tasks for us to do, then sure, the boredom of online learning will turn into super fun. In my next episode, I'll be showcasing how these children incorporated science and science experiments into their homeschooling routine. Stay tuned with me. Anyway, that's it for today. See you next time. Bye.